Hello everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for December 7th through the 13th of 2025. So our week kicks off on Sunday the 7th with Mercury trining Saturn. So I love this. It hit Jupiter first to expand our consciousness last week, and this week it hit Saturn for the third and final time to start calling in that new reality or the new structure or containers for our ideas and things. This is the third hit. The first one was October 25th. The second one was November 22nd. And this final hit is this week, December 7th. So this energy is good for deep thinking. You are sharp and your standards are high because you are in strategy mode. This is a more solitary energy though, so communications with others may be hampered a bit because it is time for you to hold your own at some new level. It's time to focus on the details that hold the big dream together, all the little things that make the grand vision work. Some folks respect that attention to detail, while others may consider it nitpicky. But it is what the energy supports at this time, so don't worry if others don't understand what you're going through. Mostly because they're going through some version of it themselves. By the same token, you may also feel a little overwhelmed by the many little things that cannot be denied or delayed, and thus a sense of urgency to get it all done. Beware of a tendency toward pessimism, depression, or overwhelm. That's the combo of your mind and Saturn getting together. It's deep. Try to stay focused on all the blessings that you do have and all that you have accomplished instead of what's still on the list of things to do in life. This energy is not intended to make you feel bad about all the things left yet to do, but encourage you to begin the necessary steps for manifesting your dreams. This energy just makes you focus on the practical side of manifesting. Clear the debris and begin to lay a new, clean, solid foundation beneath your goals. Saturn gets you present to the necessary steps, and Mercury helps you think clearly. So here's another one where we've been back and forth. What kind of containers do we need? What kind of commitments do we want? How is the communication going in the different realms of our lives? And what kind of course corrections have we had to make because of Mercury's retrograde? When it gets to this third and final hit, we start moving forward on everything that we've sort of been just contemplating or running through or practicing with, right? Now we're going to have to actually do it. Monday the 8th brings Mars squaring off with Saturn. So day apart. First, our mind is doing some ease and grace with some new thoughts, but maybe our actions and choices are going to be a little harder. This energy signifies a sense of constraint in action, often accompanied by feelings of anger and or frustration. You may perceive limitations and obstacles hindering your progress, leading to a sense of being blocked and unable to move forward. However, rather than succumbing to anger, you could view this period as an opportunity to carefully assess your actions and strategically plan your next steps for a more opportune moment or a more supportive energy. This activation necessitates a slowing down and thorough review of your personal plans and or professional goals. That's the part Mars kind of chafes at. But at the same time, a square is not necessarily bad. It's just out of comfort zone into new territory. So because you want this new reality, you're going to have to make some new choices and actions. And that's not always easy. Proceeding with consciousness and patience increases the likelihood of success compared to hasty or impulsive actions, or I should say, or reactions. You might encounter internal or external blockages that seem to impede your path, prompting a powerful urge for change or progress. However, such obstacles may be more rooted in perception than reality, and they are usually rooted in feelings of inadequacy or fear. So when we're feeling inadequate or afraid, we don't perceive properly. So that's why they always say raise your vibration before you go to manifest, because you don't want to manifest more of that lower frequency. It is essential to recognize and release these fears, as they often represent false evidence appearing real. Taking responsibility for shaping your own life is crucial, as external circumstances often mirror internal beliefs. To navigate this period, break down your grand vision into smaller, more manageable steps that allow you to take those small steps even with your current constraints. Focus on cultivating a new purpose based on a new reputation and planning behind the scenes. This is laying the groundwork necessary to support your grand vision when the time is ripe for its full expression. Ashe. So it's like, get yourself together, Mars, you, the individual, what you want, and the reality will follow, I promise. Now the 10th is a Wednesday, when, if I have enough people registered, I will do Owl Medicine, which is one of my favorites for the year. She is the wisdom keeper, the wise one that sees in the dark. So this is our winter, fallow, dark time where we're going into receiving mode. The darkness is feminine, where we open to receive that new vision for the new year. It's only $25 for all the tools and goodies and replay in the classroom. Thursday, December 10th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. The link to register is in here. Same day, on the 10th, we have Mercury opposes Uranus for the third and final time. This is another threefer. First hit was October 29th. Second hit was November 19th. And this final hit is this week on the 10th. And this is another one where we're going back and forth in different ways and kind of covering the same paragraph, this same energy 3 times over. What has awakened? That's Uranus was waking us up to something. This energy tends to make your mind work in overdrive. Not that you think too much, although that probably is going to happen to some of us, but rather that you may tend to think, speak, and process information faster than usual. However, when you're moving that fast, sometimes you can overlook something vital. The negative expression of this energy tends to make you feel scattered and disorganized. But the positive side of it is making those brilliant connections that are normally just out of reach. That's what I mean. Uranus wakes you up to something. Your perception and intuition are picking up so much in such a short period of time that you will want to review the details later to ensure that you didn't overlook something crucial to your development. You may be impatient with the same old routine, but check in with your body to make sure it is not just your monkey mind playing tricks on you. It is a good time to breathe and be flexible, because if you are impatient with this energy, you are more likely to make mistakes. Anytime Uranus is involved, radical shifts and aha moments are totally possible on an internal level. However, on an external level, you may tend to blurt things out without proper forethought. So be sure to engage your heart and some kind of filter, especially when communicating with others this week, because we're still in Mercury retrograde. It's out. We're going through what's called post-shadow now, where we really put the pieces together. Same day, Neptune goes direct in Pisces until January 26th, which is when it will once and for all move into Aries. This is the final pass. If we liken the moon to the individual womb, then Neptune embodies the collective womb. As Neptune undergoes its annual retrograde, it offers us a conscious opportunity to cultivate something meaningful, often intertwined with the realms of healing and integration. These retrogrades serve as invitations to delve inward, to heal, mend, or integrate aspects crucial for our overall well-being. What personal healing journey have you embarked upon since July of this year, of 2025? Neptune is renowned as the planet of dreams and visions. Under normal celestial circumstances, it inspires daydreaming, fosters creativity, and paints a hopeful, idealistic picture of life, relationships, and projects. However, when Neptune retrogrades, although less jolting than Uranus or Pluto, it remains a potent force to consciously co-create with. The last 5 to 6 months have been gently dissolving personal boundaries, fostering an awareness of our connection to the whole. Not a bad idea, but to some it can be unsettling if they are rigidly holding on to boundaries for a false sense of security. Hopefully you've been able to clear the fog, reestablish your boundaries, and reconnect to your spirit in a way that helps you navigate the world better going forward, especially now that it's direct. Deep breath. Then on Thursday the 11th is our monthly Venus Circle, where we are doing our release work in Sagittarius at the Soul Star Chakra, which is our connection to our higher self and Father Sky. That'll be Thursday, December 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This is also a subscription, but you can drop in for $25 to get all the goodies and the replay and stuff. So join us there if you can. Same day on the 11th, we've got Mercury really busy for the rest of the week. This is its trine to Neptune. So Jupiter to Saturn to Neptune, here we are. Moving through the third and final hit. First time Mercury trine Neptune was October 29th. Second was November 19th. And this final one is this week on the 11th. This energy ignites your creative fire, faith, and deep revelations. You may notice yourself drifting aimlessly without conscious direction. Yet this energetic combo offers a unique opportunity to tap into alternate realms for intelligence, vision, inspiration, and insight. Deep breath. Embrace this period as a chance to freely explore ideas and information, allowing them to flow unrestricted. leading you to unforeseen possibilities. Rather than engaging in pragmatic analysis, it is time to delve into the infinite potential of now and delve deeper into your own consciousness. Okay, Mercury is how you think and communicate and express yourself. You might experience heightened sensitivity, becoming receptive to information or awareness not usually this easily accessible. It is essential to maintain strong, healthy boundaries while opening up to this mystical vibe. If you find yourself amidst others, strive to preserve the magical and creative ambiance that best complements this energy's essence. Ashe. So here again, we've gone through the process of a Mercury retrograde to expand our consciousness with Jupiter, to cultivate a new foundation, a better container for yourself and your ideas, or a little more mental health with Saturn there. We want to stabilize our mental perspective, right? Then we look at the amazing synchronicities and possible magic that we've experienced, or the awakening of a new level of consciousness that you're finally ready for, right? To now dreaming a little and going into our creative mode, how are we going to fill that container is super powerful. And all that was still in Scorpio, Pisces, watery realms before the same day on the 11th, it moves back into Sag until January 1st of the new year, 2026, when it hits Capricorn. So we're totally still in the Mercury retrograde post-shadow until the first of the year. So when Mercury moves through Sag, our minds tend to become more philosophical, initiating a quest to uncover the deeper meaning behind the past year. With the planet of processing in a sign focused on research, we are integrating the lessons learned over the previous year, transforming them into embodied wisdom. Once you have assimilated all the evolving facets of life that were revealed recently, okay, with Mercury, your new thinking, your new consciousness, your new ideas, or the ideas that are waking up at this time, it is time to seek out the possibilities of the forthcoming year. What innovative concepts can you ground, nurture, and broaden in the new year? This phase encourages embracing entirely new beliefs, which would probably happen because of the reversal of thinking that Mercury just took us through, and stretching the boundaries of your dreams beyond the usual constraints. Envision a grander narrative, not just for yourself, but also for your own life's trajectory and the betterment of the planet. Use this time on the cusp of a new year to dream up the new narrative and dare to vision something greater than ever before. Deep breath. After all that, Saturday the 13th, Mercury sextiles Pluto for the third and final time. So now we've been through all that, and now we get that ultimate purification and transformation that Pluto provides. The first hit of Mercury to Pluto was October 30th. The second one was November 17th. And the final hit is December 13th this week. This is another process, but now we're going forward. So things are going to start moving. And we're in the air zone now. We've come out of the water and we're in air and fire. So it is time to be renewed and creative and to access some of that vitality and joy. This energy prompts a profound exploration into the ideas and information surfacing at this time, whether in personal or professional spheres. It urges you to delve deeper, posing challenging inquiries and seeking insights that possess greater depth than usual, thanks to Pluto. Professionally or publicly, you might excel in meticulous pre-planning and due diligence. On a personal level, you are likely to delve even further into your own mental patterns and personal history, discerning how they may have led you to your present circumstances or consciousness. As certain connections are revealed and fresh perspectives are possible, they will solidify, anchoring you more firmly in your own truth. The exhilaration of these aha moments might inspire you to share them with others. However, exercise discernment, as not everyone may be receptive or even equipped to process such profound insights. Consider wisely the timing and audience before sharing your awakening and revelations. Deep breath. So Pluto's the subconscious, it's the underworld, it's your soul level. It's not necessary for anyone else to have access to that. This is the communication between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind or your soul level self. So this is, we're still in it, but this is deep, the order of things, right? And how things unfolded step by step with Mercury. And for anyone with Scorpio Sag planets, Mercury's been rewiring the thinking in both those houses and with all those planets. So that's our week. I hope you will join us when and where you can. Reach out directly when you need to. You can always check the December monthly missive for the relevant reflections and upcoming events and all the necessary links that I discuss in my forecast. And I hope you have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.